TikTok ruined fashion. Some people would argue that TikTok greatly impacted fashion, while some would argue it ruined it. Well, there's a kind of a spectrum to this, and I'm actually going to get into this. So for the first side right now, it's TikTok ruined fashion. A factor in TikTok ruining fashion would be trend overloads and the whole like boom on fast fashion, because TikTok definitely did help promote different companies like Temu and Shein, with people posting reviews on all their clothes and how it's all great, which we know is a lie. But fast trend cycles and fashion trends fluctuating a lot more quicker through TikTok can be kind of a variable on why people would look at TikTok and be like, hey, it kind of ruined fashion. Along with the creation of TikTok and whole fashion scene, people kind of lose their individuality, because you know, you got things like e-girls and different just subgenres and like cultures made from clothes, when fashion's supposed to be you. It's supposed to represent yourself. How you dress is supposed to represent how you feel. But then TikTok kind of helped promote like this whole like subgenre, like, oh, punk and poser and skater and all this stuff. It's kind of been there before. I'm not saying it wasn't and it like created it, but it definitely contributed in people losing their individuality. Another reason why TikTok ruined fashion would be the whole fashion FOMO. You see someone on TikTok, you see their fit, you go, that's dope, I want to recreate that. But it turns out you're broke, you're poor, and you can't afford the outfit. So then it kind of makes people feel bad and sad, which we don't want that, do we? Along with that, fashion's just kind of turned into like a joke. You see some guy dressed in all black or like a fur hoodie and you go, opium, opium. Or you see some girl wearing punk aesthetic kind of clothing and you just kind of go, oh, she's emo and all that kind of stuff. So TikTok's definitely kind of mix-matched a lot of things and kind of made people's perception on fashion a little bit different. Now for the argument that TikTok actually helped fashion. Some would argue that TikTok kind of made fashion more accessible to others. Some people probably would have never thought about dressing a certain way till they saw it on TikTok, and now they have their new identity and new way of dressing that they have never thought of before, to be honest. Not only that, but a platform where everybody can show off fits. It kind of helps diversity and helps everyone celebrate their own uniqueness and individuality. Another good thing that TikTok did for the fashion scene is definitely help smaller brands emerge, and out of those smaller brands we get all these cool new designs that are kind of accustomed to what's in trends right now, which is one of the good things, because as fashion trends cycle in and out, we get a lot of clothing brands making stuff for stuff you see on TikTok, so that kind of helps people get outfits that they've seen on TikTok. Not only that, but some could argue that TikTok helped revive some subgenres, such as the whole Y2K core and the whole older brother affliction type of thing. Like, those things weren't in trend for a long time until TikTok came back, which some could argue that's a good thing or a bad thing. Not only that, TikTok also helped promote sustainable fashion. You got the one side where it's like, oh, Shein and all this, but you got the other side that's like, oh, thrift. Last but not least, you can argue that social media as a whole kind of helped challenge fashion norms. Like a couple years back, you wouldn't think you'd see a bunch of guys wearing cropped shirts, which I sure wouldn't, but it's dope. So social media definitely has helped change the archetype of the barrier between masculine and feminine, which I think is really dope, because be yourself. Like anything, there's two sides of the spectrum. You got the one side where it's like, oh, TikTok ruined fashion, oh, it ruined this aesthetic that I was going for, while you got the other side that's like, oh, it helped me find my aesthetic and it helped me make the environment better by thrifting or reusing old clothes and making it more fashionable. To be honest, it's really up to you and what you think social media has done for fashion. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Comment your thoughts. Comment what you guys thought about this video and what your overarching opinion is. Anyways, see you guys next time. Peace.